here with us in the foundation, I want to talk a little bit more about the in-depth classes and books and things like that that Robert Allen has shared with us. And again, you can go to successandmoneyfoundation.org/Robert Allen to take you to those pages that will get you right where you need to be able to go. So I'm very excited about all the wonderful stuff we have here with Bob. And I want to take you to the website so that you can get a real good idea of where we're going and how we're going to get there. And so you can go to successandmoneyfoundation.org. And of course, as you know, we're a nonprofit educational foundation. We teach kids, teens, young adults, and adults about success and money in a very fun way. Now, when you come here, you'll notice that we've changed the top headers just a little bit. So we have now number 3, the courses and downloads. And if you want to be able to follow a specific author, best-selling author, educator, or entrepreneur, you can go to the new 3.4, which is study successful people, because that's in habit number 1, step number 1. You got to study successful people and do what they do. So when you click on that link, this will take you to the next page. And again, we're going to go to the very first one, which is Robert Allen and some of his books and courses. And the purpose of this class is to go a lot deeper to give you a good idea of what you have access to. Now, again, get through the 7 habits. So that builds the structure. That builds the structure of what we're going to do. So if you think about, from some of you beginners, number 1, the system has to be so simple that you can explain it, the 7 habits, the 7 steps, on the back of an envelope. Number 1, make more money. Number 2 is to separate. Number 3 is to give and share. Number 4 is to automatically invest. And number 5 is to save and spend. That's one funnel in itself. And all the money that ever comes through your world is going to go through that funnel. It's going to go through that system. The second 2 are you need to add real estate and business. And then number 7, of course, is the wealth formula, which puts everything together. That's the 7 steps. It has to fit on the back of an envelope. Number 2 is you have to be able to manage it, manage the cash flow, manage the system. Big picture. We're not doing our tax returns off this. We're just getting a pacing us on one piece of paper. And you can do that. That's the second thing. It's got to be so simple that the 7 steps go through and you can see your funnels and you can see the system of where it's going on one piece of paper. And then number 3 is you got to go do it. Once you get that system down, we pour gas on it. We add systems, we add layers and layers and layers and layers of more in depth. So when you get into the second funnel, when you get into that second part of the funnel, which is steps number 6 and 7, then we really want to put the gas to it, which is add real estate and add business. So as you come here to the site itself, you'll notice that we've taken you to Robert Allen. He's got just such wonderful materials. The foundation would not be here if it wasn't for Bob. And so we're going to click on that. And again, just some big pieces of where he's at, free books. Many of you want to be influencers. And so you can literally come here to the free books. And he's allowing us to have you be able to read the book online. I highly recommend that you get it on Kindle because you can change the font size. You can do all kinds of wonderful stuff, or get it on paperback. This is the second book that I really wanted to show you. And, Bob talks about his faith, and his faith is a huge part of what we do. And this is a book that he's created that gives kind of an overview of what his spiritual beliefs are, in big picture, really big picture. His job, as you can see, what comes first in your life, how firm is your foundation? Awesome, I have no hands but yours. Spiritual math, the ultimate leverage.
Sorry, Tom, can you zoom in a little bit?
Yes, I can. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for reminding me of that. Okay. So this is just a table of contents of what is in the book, and what a wonderful book it is that he has. And again, that's free to you. You're welcome to read it on the website. That's probably the easiest thing to be able to do. And then, of course, if you want the hardbound, he sells the materials on Amazon, really, really inexpensive. Okay, let's go back up to the next one, which is the inner success and wealth. This is an amazing class that we did And you can see that there's videos here. Looks like there's about 20 different videos. Oh, there's a second page to it. Sorry about that. So there's 31 videos. They're 20 minutes each. And this was a very unique event that we did where we brought people in, and it was just an incredible event because of the way it was created. There were these massive screens on the outside, and all the students were on the inside, and you get a chance to be able to see that. And people paid literally thousands and thousands of dollars to be able to get there. And this is what we're giving away. This is a legacy project for Bob and myself and everyone else. Empower yourself. You got to work on yourself first. You are the first person that we have to work on. And so this is the empowerment materials right here. And you can just see that these are wonderful classes by Bob. And so that's the empowerment one right there. Okay, let's go to the next one right here, personal development. This is a wonderful story. It's a story called The Blue Vase, and really about being a go-getter. And, a lot of us are out, life's a game and games are fun, but life can be brutal. Life can be hard. Life can throw you some real curveballs. And this is a wonderful audio. I listened to this thing multiple times, but it's a fun story about not giving up and making it happen. Success is probably 10% inspiration, about 90% perspiration. I don't care how smart you are. What they found in their studies was grit. How gritty are you? How much will you push forward no matter what happens? And that's all about that wonderful one called The Blue Vase. The Four Maps. This is a wonderful book that I highly recommend that you get into. And the Four Maps is designed similar to how we designed my book, in that it's very simple, easy to read, and it has a lot of wonderful drawings to it. And this is designed by purpose. So as you can see, this is the wonderful course that we've got right here, the four maps of highly successful of successful people. And of course, you can see just by some of the drawings on here, we wanted to make it simple. Make it simple, make it easy. Anybody can make stuff hard. The key, the trick is, how do you make it simple where people can understand it? And if you can't explain it to someone that's in the fifth grade, then the big picture, then it's too hard. We want to simplify. Warren Buffett talks about that. He's got his yes pile, his no pile, and he's got his too hard pile. This is too hard to make happen. I want something that's really simple to do. And so that is a wonderful book called The Four Maps. And there's a whole course that goes with it. And then, of course, you look at Think and Grow Rich. And Robert Allen literally went through the whole Think and Grow Rich book and read the book and gives you his insights on it. And you can see there's just some wonderful materials there. And this is one of probably the most famous books ever. And you're going to hear him read the book as well as give you his insights on the book called Think and Grow Rich. And it's also got this wonderful book called Acres of Diamonds as well. And you can see there's just the table of contents that goes with it. So I highly recommend that. That's another wonderful one of his books. Continue on Money Courses. You can't go wrong with multiple streams of income. I simplified the materials I learned from him into the 7 steps and habits. And then this is adding a layer. This is adding more complexity. This is going to that next line. And again, you can read the book online right here. And I'll just give you just kind of a quick view of what's in that. And, Bob has taken complex concepts and made them so simple. And this is what I learned. I learned at his feet. This is where I got the material. And of course, Bob is a big sharer. He wants, he said, if I could fix up a property or fix up a person, I'm going to go fix up a person. And that's what he's doing. And that's what he's dedicated his life to. And you can see this goes into real depth here. And you're welcome to read it online. There's a couple different classes that we've got. So there is a class that just reads the whole book and gives inspiration and insights to it. And then there's another class that goes with it as well. And again, I highly recommend that you add that to your library so you can write on it. I'm a doodler. I like to write on stuff. So I have all those books, and then I doodle on them. So there's two classes. There's the book as a class, and then another online class. This is a wonderful book right here, The 1 Minute Millionaire, and of course there's an online class that goes with it. And this is basically the book read and taught. So this is the book itself into a workshop point of view. And so you're welcome to kind of go through that. This is the two-sided book. The novel's on one side, and then of course the book, the logisticals, how they actually did it's on the other side. Highly recommend that one as well. Cracking the Millionaire Code just goes into more depth, into deeper systems. What are the codes that people use? What are the systems that they use to really, this is more into step number 7, which is the wealth formula. Well, this is basically the wealth code, the code of how you do that. And then, of course, we go through that whole book here, and I highly recommend that you go get the hardbound on Amazon. Internet's got to be one of your big things that you're doing, and of course, you can see that we have the whole course here, and there's different classes. This one does not go through the book itself as much as it does a course that teaches the concepts. Now, again, just remember that the speed of the internet is moving so fast that our goal is to teach you the strategies and the systems is the most important part. And then, of course, as you can see, there's brand new things. The internet's changing so fast, but then there's brand new things that you have to incorporate. Road to Wealth, all of you need to have real estate. It's step 6, add real estate and add business. And Bob and I've together, we've done hundreds of millions of dollars worth of sales, helping people in the event business to be able to do that, educational business. And you can see this is the book right here. And again, this is the 30th edition book that we went in and added all kinds of new materials to it and updated it with what's happened to the people, what's happened to our students. And this book took us years to write. Bob is just, he's the best. And that's the overview of it. And again, it's the 30th anniversary of that book that you're welcome to be able to read and to go order. I would get that into your library as well. And this is the true story. It's the true story of how we took people out of the unemployment line. But that was to prove a point, was the unemployment line. What was the real point was to prove that you could do it without all the things that everybody says that you got to have. Everybody thinks that you got to have all this cash and credit and everything else. No, you got to find a good deal. And then you can find people to do that deal with you. That's really kind of the key. And of course, this is the challenge. And it has an online course that goes with it as well that you have access to. And we've added all kinds of fun stuff to go with that. There's the challenge book itself. This is the bargain finder. This is the system that Bob and I created so that we could put a system in a binder, in a loose leaf, to keep track of all these properties we were looking at. Remember, only 1 out of 3 properties fit our criteria. The other 97% don't. So we had to have a system to be able to find this wonderful stuff and be able to figure out what to do with it after we found it. And again, this is that system right here, and that you have access to. And again, that's the bargain finder. That one piece alone will save you so much time and energy. It'll organize your materials. It teaches the simple 5 pieces that we have to do to find real estate. And my wife and I, we bought millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of real estate. And that's how we founded and funded the foundation, was through real estate. And so that's a wonderful one that you have access to. Let's keep coming up here. So that is the challenge. That is the challenge book. I recommend that you get the anniversary edition one because it's got new insights, updates. We had thousands and thousands of students that we've taught that went through this 90-day program. And then, of course, the real estate launch. This is a wonderful book. Nothing Down will go into many of these concepts. And these are classes that Bob literally taught, that you can have access to what he teaches. This is step six. This is step six. Add real estate and business. And those are the extra pieces that you have access to. So what's really cool about what we've got is that now if you just want to study Robert Allen and all the wonderful materials that he is allowing us to give to help you, simply come here to courses and downloads, come down here to 3.4, study successful people, best-selling authors, educators, and entrepreneurs. And then that will take you to the next page, and then you'll be able to study different people. So we'll have Mark Victor Hansen page, we'll have my page, we'll have all these other great people, their own page, so that you can get there and get to that next level of what we're doing. So that's the system we've got. Step number one, it's got to be so simple you can do it on the back of an envelope. Number two is you need to be able to manage it, to see your cash flow, to put it into action is number two on one piece of paper. Number three is you got to make it happen. You got to make it happen. You got to continue to learn. You got to add more and more complexity to it, more and more layers. The simplest way we can do it is add multiple layers to it. And of course, the biggest thing is you're going to learn, earn, and return. And you're going to do all three of those your whole life. You're going to learn, you're going to earn, and you're going to return. And you're going to do them all at the same time. But you can see that Bob Allen is, he just had his birthday. He's 77 years of age. I'm 66 years of age. We're in the massive return section. We're in our fourth quarter of our life, and basically both of us are in our overtime. Both of us, lucky we're even here. Both of us could have passed away through his massive car wreck that he had years ago, and my heart problems and stuff like that. We're in overtime. God left us here for a reason, and we think this is the reason. This is to be able to give and to be able to give back and to help you get where you want to go. So make a difference, make it happen, and remember that every life is precious. Go share the wealth, go share with other people, and that's how you make a huge life. The secret to living is giving, is my friend.